Hey, let's talk about it, cause honestly we need to talk about social issues, just uplifting my people. Yeah, let's talk about it. Come join the conversation. A connection's what we're creating. Yeah.
All right, what's happening, y'all? This is Let's Talk About It podcast. I got a special guest today. I'm going to let her introduce herself. You may go ahead.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Kyndra Crump, aka the HNIC, because I am the head nigga in charge. All right. That's the first thing I want to say. Secondly, I'm from Atlanta. I've been here since I was 0. So you know how you've been in a place for so long. You get a little bored and you want to like travel out and everything. I'm trying to travel to Rapper the Game's house. And look, I know for a fact he listens to this podcast because you just that popping, okay? And so Jason Terrell Taylor, yes, I did say your full government name. Okay. Yeah, your father told me right before he had passed away what your full government name was.
Hey, you know, I've seen him. I lived in California, right? You know,
hold on. Wait. Let's get to that real second. Let me finish doing my shout out to him real quick. Sir, you need to respond back to my DM I sent you on April 19th. 2020 at 1:38 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. All right, just want to let you know that. Now let's go ahead and talk about him. So you lived in Cali. Were you out there living in Compton or wait, Bompton?
Nah. San Diego. I was in San Diego.
You guys got that authentic Mexican food. You don't have that out here.
Let me tell. Look, I'm in VA now, and when I got to VA, and I ran into somebody, and they. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You came from California. I'm like, yeah. They're like, it's this Mexican restaurant, like this, that, and other. And I went and I'm like, yo, this ain't even Hector and them in the back. You know what I'm saying? I look in the back and it is a couple, you know, Karens and this, that, and other. And I'm like, yo, this is not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't beat that authentic Mexican food. Oh my God. I tell you one thing though.
What?
There was no real soul food spots that like.
See, I was gonna say you're not gonna have everything, man. Like there you can be talented in one area but not in the next. And you know what? One thing I realized is Chris Brown seems to be talented in every area he done tried, man. Even cocaine. Anyway, so back to the game. So where did you actually?
I ran into him at the. We went to a Clippers game, and so like, hey, he a tall dude too. You know,
that's what people tell me. They said he's like 6'5".
Yeah, he's a tall. Like I literally was like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got some height. Hey, he had the little scowl on. You know what I'm saying? Just for no reason. You know?
Maybe he had some bad weed. That's probably why he was acting like that.
Hey, I'm just looking at him right, like what the heck is you mad at? You know what I'm saying? Like you just walking just mad, or maybe that's just the look that you gotta, you know what I'm saying, he gotta put on because he.
I mean, but was he by himself?
Nah, he was with a gang of people. He was with a gang.
So what you put in what you already with your entourage? What you mad for, man? You getting money. Hey, that reminds me of people who are over the age of 30 and still throwing up the middle finger in the picture.
I just said this last night. That same thing that you said, I just said last night, and I was like. Every time I look at a picture, I don't even say 30 plus. I say 20 plus, and you sticking your middle finger. I'm always like, what are you mad at? Like, but you're doing it and you smiling, right? Or do you know what else I hate? I hate when somebody says, "This is for my haters." Nobody knows you. You got one person that told you that you wasn't gonna be nothing, and that one person. Now you like, this is for all the haters, the people who said I did. Like, come on now.
Or wait, what about the people who keep changing their phone number? They be like, this Rodney, new number. Where did Rodney? Did hey, delete my old number. Did Rodney?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever had to like really stop talking to a person because they kept changing their number? Like after how many number changes is too many for you to stop talking to a person?
I got one better than that. When you keep changing your handle on your social media, that to me bothers me more than the phone, right? Because I'm looking and I'm like, who the heck is I'm doing this for me? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for me 22. And I'm like, who the heck is this, right? Then I got to look at the picture and I'll be like, you was just cool yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It changed to the mood, right? Like I can gauge what somebody's going through, what they change their social media, you know what I'm saying, handle to, right? If it's I'm doing this by myself, I'm like, you know what? She going through something with her dude, you know what I'm saying? Something is going on in her life, you know what I'm saying? I know when they start having the Bible verses included in there, hey, they just got popped for that unemployment fraud, or you know what I'm saying, some people around them then got popped, right? The number changing, because if somebody tells me, hey, this is my new number, I can ignore that. But when I see that handle change, and it's a long thing, like I'm doing this for me and my kids, we always gonna be straight and blah, 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 blah. That's what I can't stand. Or I can't stand the people who announce that they're taking a break from social media.
You know what? Let's ban them. How about while we on the ban list? How about we ban? Like I never understood people who have multiple hashtags or deaths in their bio, like rest in peace this person. I'm like, I don't even want to like following me because I don't want to be killed off next. Okay.
Like, yeah, like this. Or look, we need to ban this. Oh, on somebody's grave, right? Like on my uncle grave. I'm like, listen now. Like, cause some of y'all lie.
Yeah.
And be putting it on somebody that's rolling over in their grave. Like, why are you lying on me, right? Like,
yeah, man.
Not going to make me believe you because you say on my uncle. Like, I'm looking like he could have been just as shady as you. Like, I don't know.
That to me is just what coons do, man. I done had one cat. I done had one cat who was like on my auntie, and he done changed his whole number and everything. Pretty much ran off on the bag with me and all that type of stuff. and then his cousin had got my number somehow. Like we had connected numbers, and then he was like, "Oh, I got his new number. If you want to contact him." I'm like, "I'm not. This is just exhausting. I'm not doing any of that." Yeah. And so, with all that being said, he lied on your auntie. He's like, "Man, not my dad. No, his mom. That was his mom, his cousin's mom." He's like, "Not my mother." He lied, man. That's just really effed up. And I'm like, "Well, you don't want to keep dealing with him." So
yeah, like that's another thing too, right? Like I had this conversation earlier, and I was talking about how like people will see potential in somebody, right? Mm-hmm. And they're so focused on that person's potential, but the person isn't focused on their potential, right? So meanwhile, you losing sleep because you trying to pull that potential out, and they sleeping just fine. You know what I'm saying? Then they burn you once, then they burn you twice, and here you are, and you like, oh, well, I'm doing the Christian thing, right? But I always say there's not one Bible verse that says ye be a fool. Like people got to stop trying to utilize religion to say, well, you know what? I'm just doing the right thing. I'm doing what a Christian would do. Nah, God gives you wisdom, right? Not to put yourself in the same position over and over because you see the potential in this. Look, some people are put on this earth, they just ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they just not. They just not. After
that's very true.
After you're 18, you can't even blame your upbringing because now you grown, you can change your course. You know what I'm saying? Like now you might have some lingering effects, but you can still get work for that. You can go to therapy. Everything is in your hands.
That's it.
Once you have left that situation, right? But I run into, especially in the military. In the military, first of all, the military was the first time I came into racism. Like I had never, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear about it, but like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Somebody say the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying, in the street, you know what I'm saying? You get their head knocked off, right? I got to the military and I'll never forget. This guy said, like, somebody had cut in the line. And the guy says, oh, he cutting the line. The guy says, who? He said, the colored. Wow. I thought I was in Roots because I'm like, he said, and he said it. The colored guy. And I'm like, I didn't even know what to say. I'm like, did he just say colored? And he's like, what? He was like, colored guy. And I'm like, and it just spiraled on, right? And then that's when I knew racism was real, right? But that's when I knew, when it was firsthand in my face, that's when I was like, yo, Like this, and that's why I'm glad that this whole Trump thing happened. I don't know how you feel about it. I was glad because for 4 years, you had these people who were those people in school who you used to throw the spitballs at and walk by them and hit them in the back of the head, right? And be like, man, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Going up over there, right? And for 4 years, they thought they was Superman. That red hat that they put on was like you banging. You know what I'm saying? They put that red cap on. They thought they really thought something, right? But now I rarely see you go on social media, right? I rarely see somebody that's still waving that flag. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody quiet. Now everybody like, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and other. What you think about this whole Trump era?
All right, so I'll be first off. Let me say this: thank you so much for your service.
Oh,
I meant to tell you that like prior to us recording and everything.
yeah.
Secondly, couple things. Thought about going into service. Of course, once I left high school, which was not that long ago, but I thought about going into service, and I was like thinking to myself, no, I don't want to get yelled at during boot camp, you know, the politics and all that type of stuff, right? And I was having a conversation with a guy at my job, and he's 40, and he said he was only in there for like 4 years, and I said, well, what were some of your like, you know, I got to get up out of here moments? And he told me, he said, first off, number one, they he had a conversation. There was this gay guy who I guess was one of his roommates. Didn't know he was gay. I guess here in Atlanta we call that a switch hitter. Anyway, so you know that old boy was gay. So old boy, he would be nice. Say, hey, can I shine your shoes? Like, cool. You want to shine my shoes? Homeboy didn't think nothing of it. Somebody said, hey, can I shine your shoes? You don't think nothing of it. So one day, he, co-worker having a conversation with him, and he's just out of nowhere grabs his penis.
Oh.
Gay guy grabs his penis, and my co-worker just smacks his hand down. Then he tries to grab it again, like he puts his hand up there again, and he like after that he just like beat the hell out of him. And he kept saying, but you want this, you want this. And he got in trouble for that because they want you, I guess, to have self-control, go to the chain of commands. But it's like, bro, like you don't do that. You don't do that.
That's like real talk. Like I'm 40 and I did 12 and a half years, right? And that's like, that ain't even like you telling me that, like that's for me, it's like, man, you see so like the stories that I can tell you, you see so much that it becomes like, and the females were the worst. Oh, the females were the worst. Like, oh man, it was.
So you mean if I would have came there, I would have been everybody's girlfriend?
Like, you know what it is? It's like, we used to call it like jail. Because like we used to think, because I was in the Navy, right? So when you get on the ship, right, and say you're going on deployment, right, it's really like being in jail. Everybody got on the same uniform, you feel me? It ain't like you can just walk off and go in the water, right? So when you in there, a lot of the females, right, like you'll have the group of females and they might say, hey, Kyndra, how you doing? Oh, man, I like your hair, this, that, and the other. Well, hey,
okay, so let's role play. Let's role play.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So
okay,
you knew.
All right, I'm me. Okay.
Hey, how you doing? You knew?
Yeah, this is my first day here.
Oh, I love your hair. Your hair is nice. Then I got to reach for the hair.
Yeah, that's fine. You can touch my hair. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so this is your first ship?
It is.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. I'm gonna take you around and show you who not to deal with and blah 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 and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all good, right?
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no problem. Now you walk away. I'm telling the homegirls, yeah, that's me. Y'all stay away from her. like that's me, right? Then you go to lunch. Everybody sitting down eating, right? Kyndra, come on over here and sit down, right?
Okay. Okay, cool.
Everybody else, they know what's going on, right? So everybody just eating right now. We about to go on deployment. We about to be gone 6+ months, right? Now you're out in the middle of the water. You know, you might have came in a relationship, right? You can't reach out to the person, the email slow, this, that, and the other. So you're in that moment of weakness right now, right? That you're just like, man, I really miss him. You know what I'm saying? I miss my family, this, that, and the other. And here comes old Keisha, right? Keisha, girl, what's wrong with you? Your hair coming to loose. Let me go ahead and braid your hair. You need it braided anyway. Go ahead.
That's fine.
And I'm doing it.
Uh-huh.
Then the hand come down a little bit.
Oh.
Girl, you thick. Look at you.
Yeah, I've been told that since middle school. Thank you.
Thick. Like you so thick.
Wait. Hold on. Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is she a stud or is this a femme? Because it's a difference. Because I mean studs, I don't know. Like I'd be like,
you have the studs, but the studs, they're more so they're gonna wait. It's the femmes.
Okay, that's cool. So this is like a Sanaa Lathan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Y'all working out together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all working out together. She telling you, girl, look at you, right? And we call it good game, right? Like you'll see people on the ship, they hit them on the butt. Good game, you know what I'm saying? Playing around. Hey, good game, right? So she's done this to you several times, right? Now,
I mean, hell, if it might feel good, I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it might feel good. Now, we go to Thailand, right? We in Thailand. Okay. We've been gone for 3 months. Now you finally getting off the ship. Everybody's like, oh man, let's get on off the ship. Now she didn't put in the work on you. Now, in order to leave the boat, you got to have a Liberty buddy, right? So y'all got to be paired together, right? Now, if you're an exceptional sailor or whatever, you just coming in, you get overnight Liberty, but you got to have your buddy. So y'all got to get a room together, right? Y'all got to be in that same, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could be in the same hotel. Y'all don't have to be in the same room. You got to be together.
Hold on, wait. Is this something that is like planned? Like, why do they do this? Why is this one of the rules that they have?
When you're in other countries, if something happens to one, they feel like, you know what I'm saying, the other one to be there to, you know what I'm saying, or like this person gets drunk, you want your Liberty buddy to be with you to, you know what I'm saying, to get you back. And you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure you get back to your room. Like I can't come back to the ship without my Liberty buddy. Okay,
I got you. All right, so gotcha. So we in the hotel. We in the hotel.
You didn't
all right, am I going to the shower or is it gonna be before I get to the shower?
No, this is as soon as you hit the room. Like because you can't check into the room until 3. So you didn't spend all day drinking out there in Thailand, right? Like they got the little monkeys out there, little pickpocket monkeys, the snakes, all of this other stuff, right? It's hot. It's like 100 and some degrees, right? You've been drinking all day. You ain't been drinking in 3 months, right? Now you like, I'm so tired. Well, let's go check in, right? You get back to the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how stuff happens, right? Like it happens, right? You like, I ain't this, that, and other, but I'm so tired. And it does feel good to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's just lay here, watch some TV.
Okay.
And then here go the hand, right? Like, and you thinking, I still got 6 months. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? Yo guy's back in Atlanta. You stationed in Japan. So now you like, you know, I could be gay for the stay. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be. That's why we call it jail. Because now with the guys, see, it ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys, like the story that you just told, I've witnessed, like I have literally witnessed stuff like that and worse. And I've literally been like looking at the other person like, yo, my man, like you literally just gonna let this dude like, so for the guys, it's totally different. But for the women, man, they be so slick with it. I mean, they like a lot of the girls, they would tell me like, new girl come on, they be like, yeah, that's me. Like, I got that. And I'd be like, man, you know what I'm saying? She's straight, this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. Nah, I got that. And they wait it out. You ain't got nothing but time. You just wait it out. Now with the guys, oh my gosh. The first time that I saw something like that, I walked in, it was the laundry room, and I came in. I guess I came in too fast, right? And just the first time that I have ever it I just seen the dude's legs in the air and the guy on top. I ain't never seen. So I'm like, I didn't even know. I was like, what the heck? So I come out. Then they come out and they're like, please don't tell nobody. I'm talking about these guys that like I didn't work out with in the gym and stuff, right? So I'm like, because my mind can't function. Like, how is that even possible, right? So I'm like,
I'm trying to figure out how that's possible too. But okay,
man, let me tell you, they was in there. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, so now I got to see y'all, but y'all, both of them, they portray as straight. They getting chicks and stuff on them, and I'm looking like, yo, you literally had this man, like, it ain't nothing like seeing two grown guys, right, in that position, and it haunted me, right, because then I started thinking, right, like, is somebody gonna try me? You feel me? Like, I'm like, is somebody like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, hey, I'm all about them hands, right? So I'm like, is somebody gonna try me? But the guys know who to, like, you know what I'm saying, test out. Like you said about your coworker. I mean, I don't know him. I ain't gonna speak on nobody. But if somebody come at you like that, right? Like if somebody literally comes at you like that in a military setting, they saw something sweet in you. You feel me? Like,
you know what? And that's true.
like, yeah, like they saw it might have been a little bit of sugar, you know what I'm saying, that fell out, but nobody's going to come at you. Like just like for a guy and a female right now, we do live in a different type world where, you know what I'm saying, guys are just that over the top. But like I was talking yesterday about like the Megan, you know what I'm saying, the challenge and this, that, and the other. Then you had the silhouette challenge and this, that, and the other. Right now, I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, people can do whatever that they want to do, right? But what you present to the world, just like I'm a guy, and if I'm walking around here like I'm tough all the time, right? Like I'm just walking around here, I'm this, that, and the other, right? Well, one of these times I'm gonna have to prove that I'm tough because I'm putting that out there, right?
That's
so
right.
All of the females that were doing the challenges, this, that, and other, hey, it could have been in good fun, right? But if I'm one of these guys, right, I'm scrolling through your timeline and you done did every challenge under the sun. Cardi B is your backdrop, right? So now I see you in the store. We walking in the store. I ain't even gonna address you as Kyndra. I'm gonna say that's that girl from that silhouette challenge, right? So the way that I come at you is going to be how you present it. And it ain't right, but you know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
But that's the honest truth though. That's actually the honest truth. So people can't get mad. That's why you have to just be mindful of what you put out there, stuff like that.
You didn't do that.
To answer your question about Donald. No, I don't have rhythm. I'm part of the rhythmless nation. That's why I never worked at Magic City because I got 2 left feet. I would have been the first stripper in history bringing home pocket change. You would have thought I was working for a nonprofit organization. First off, but back to the story. So, with all that being said, as far as with Donald Trump, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Okay, the fact that we have to wear these masks all day long, no matter where you go, makes me wish that Trump was back in office. I got my money on time with Trump. Biden, I'm on Section 9, Section 8 list, ready to get, not probably gonna ever be getting the money. Okay. Trump, he was all about the money and he was a jerk, but people fail to realize, like, people were so excited about Biden, but I'm like, y'all gonna realize he's just Trump underneath. I just really believe that.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I think? I think that, when we're dealing with racism, right? And, it's easy to call somebody racist, right? Like it's easy, right? But I think that as a white man in America, that's 60 plus, they have racist views. Because if you look at the time frame of what they lived through, right?
Mhm.
like it's not shocking to me that a 75-year-old white guy has racist views, right? Because I can look at it and say, well, you're 75. Look at what the heck you could say, you know what I'm saying, like 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Biden coming into office and his age, there has to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say racism, but there has to be bigotry because it's the age, it's the climate, you know what I'm saying, that he grew up in, and that stuff doesn't go away. Like, so with Trump, I believe I can't call Trump a racist because I can't tell someone how they truly feel, right? Now, do I think he stoked his base? Yes, but I think he stoked his base because he looked at it as a business, right? Like,
Mhm.
you know, if you run a gossip site, you can't report on Kirk Franklin's new album without having a caveat to get people to come. You know what I'm saying? Right now,
True.
you could have grown up in church your whole life. You might not even believe what you're putting out there, right? But it's your job. So you got to drive that, right? So I think with Trump, I think that he had some bigotry, you know what I'm saying, because of his age and this, that, and other. But to outright call him a racist, like, and a lot of people disagree with me on that, right? But I'm like, I don't think he was a racist. He was a bigot, but I don't think he was a racist because he gave everybody smoke. Now, I'm not a Trump
Exactly.
supporter at all. You know what I'm saying?
And neither am I. I don't even actually really care about politics.
You know what? To me, I honestly think that putting your faith in a man that's in the White House, and I'm talking about black or white, I think you lose thinking like that, right? Because, and especially us as black people, we're so used to everybody doing something for us. Even though, like, you can go back in history and say nobody ever did nothing, but you got Section 8, you got, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and other, right? So you're used to it, right? And by having someone in there that you feel like speaks towards you, you ease up on what the heck you're supposed to do. This pandemic, if you went through this pandemic and you didn't pick up another source of income, a habit, you didn't take the time out to actually focus on the things that you said you never had time for, you know what I'm saying? You going to work 8 hours a day, right? And you got these dreams in your head, but then you tell yourself, I can't never do these dreams because I'm always working. I ain't got no time. I ain't this, that, and other, right? Then the pandemic hits. Everybody's in the house.
You still weren't doing your dreams.
Like, you still sitting there like, I wonder when the stimulus check coming on, this, that, and other, right?
Then you get the stimulus check and you didn't do nothing but spend it on yourself.
Bought some stuff. But you didn't even buy black. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even buy black. But I think it's because we are so focused on somebody giving us a handout, right? Just like when Obama was in office, right? You know, everybody, my president is black, this, that, and other, and everybody got lazy. Everybody got lazy because we felt like we did it. We got us one up in there, right? Not really looking and being like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be doing something, right? Then Trump came in, but I felt that the 4 years Trump was in office, that should have sparked something in you, because everybody that said, I wish it was more hours in a day. Now you ain't got nothing but time. Nothing but time. You could have wrote that book. You could have, you know what I'm saying, started that podcast. You had the time to do everything, right? But you still found
That's
something
right.
to think about. Now you had people sitting back talking about some, man, you know what I'm saying? The gym is closed. Well, some of y'all ain't been to the gym before the pandemic, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you can do at-home exercises. Make sure you eat right. It's always an excuse. Always an excuse.
And it's us, though. Like, that's what I never understood, how we control what's cool. We make what's cool, right? But you have everybody running to VH1, selling themselves just to be on TV, right? But without the creators going on there, you have nothing, right? Like you literally have. That's what made me mad with the whole Wild 'N Out thing, right? With Nick Cannon. Like I'm the type of person, I'm gonna say what I say, right? And I might be wrong with my tone, but I mean everything. If I go off, right, you know what I'm saying? I mean everything. Maybe I could have said it a little softer, but I mean everything, and I'm not doubling back. What he said, now Wild 'N Out's about to come back on, right? You didn't apologize. You didn't, you know what I'm saying, had the rabbi on your podcast, right? You didn't, now we ain't talking about doing a Dr. Sebi document. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to call him a sellout, but you kind of, you know what I'm saying? You back down. But then if you think about it, Wild 'N Out, if you turn to MTV and VH1, it was on so much that when they took it off the air, if I saw another thing of ridiculousness, I was going to lose my mind. Like,
oh my gosh, I hate ridiculousness.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But so that showed you that they needed you probably more than you needed them because you got money and you got the creators. Go do something on your own. Like invest in yourself, right? Like you showed the world that when they took that off TV, I mean, you look at VH1 and you like, if I see Stomp the Yard one more time.
Or Baby Boy.
Or Baby Boy, right? But now, since it's coming back on, if you look at VH1, starting at 11, it ain't nothing but Wild 'N Out. So I'm like, you showed the value that you have, right? Why not take your money, some of your other friends' money, right? And do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we make sports hot. We only we can take some clothes and cut some holes in it and sell it for $900, right? like only we can do that. Only we can take the dad hats and make that look, you know what I'm saying? Look, them white skater dudes been wearing tight pants for centuries. We used to look at that and laugh. Now you look at these dudes and they got on leggings, you know what I'm saying? And it's people like
it's
it, right?
Gay.
So
it's gay. It's gay. It's gay.
Oh, it is.
Men dressing,
especially when they sagging.
Men, listen, let's ban men out there who are wearing skinny jeans and they sagging and you got Timbs on.
When I see that and then they say something like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, don't you what's up, man, me. Like, I'd rather just see you do this. Hey. Because I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I can get that. But you can't see me.
I don't understand why that became cool in the first place. That comes from jail, and I don't understand why men think it's okay. Just like men who do anal sex. I'm like, bro, that's gay.
But you gotta think, right? You gotta think. It's a jail thing, but think of how many black guys go to jail, right? And then they come out, and then they just, those be the ones that was getting messed with in there that come out and then try to make it fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like, are the ones. And that's another thing, too, that we need to ban. The next time somebody is getting out of jail, and I'm talking about my family, too, but wants a party thrown like you have just did 8 years in college. Like, you are literally coming home from a place to where there's a long list of people that tried to get you from going there. Now you coming home and we supposed to throw a party? What the heck are we celebrating? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we celebrating? And that's why I think within our community, like, we'll celebrate the heck out of some, you know what I'm saying, some stupid stuff, and we forgive too easy. Like, we forgive too. Man, they can do us wrong and then give us half off for 3, you know what I'm saying, weeks at Walmart or this, that, and the other. And we'll say, okay, all right now. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. For everybody that said Trump was this, that, and the other, right? He put them stimulus checks out, and all of a sudden it's like, all right now. All right, I'm thinking about changing my vote. We are so easy to be bought off. Like, I sit back and I'm just like, this man said stimulus checks. And
Uh-huh.
some of the people that I know that was like, I'm against Trump and this, that, and other. And they like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? He is doing what he's supposed to do. And I'm like, so that's your price, $600. Like $600 is your moral compass, right? Like he better not give me 500, but 600. You know what? You might got my vote. And then now you look at this election, right? You got Kamala, you know what I'm saying, which is a great testament as far as what she represents. You know what I'm saying, being in office, right? But Black people would take the foot off the gas merely because it's a representation of us in the White House, right? It's just a representation, right? Like it literally, like, think about it. I don't know what the heck Pence did this 4 years. You know what I'm saying? You see him every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But
I didn't know who the vice president was anyway. I was like, who is this guy?
like you looking at him, you like who is like what? So I love the fact what she represents, right? I do. I love that fact, right? Because you know what I'm saying, it gives, you know what I'm saying, people, right? But the other part of that is like, if you need that to make you think that you're valuable, then you in the game backwards anyway. If it takes her being vice president, and I'm not taking away from that, right? But I'm just saying for individual people, right? If it takes her to be vice president to make you feel like you can do anything, it's a problem. Meanwhile, you got a grandma who didn't survive slavery, you know what I'm saying, that was in the South picking cotton and this, that, and the other. Now she didn't move up north, then got her own house. She was cleaning people's house. But her going to the White House lets you know that I can do it too. That's my whole thing. Like, that's the only thing that I got. I was looking at social media that day, and you had people up there like, I'm so proud to be this, that, and other, right? But your mama was a single parent raising 5 kids and working 3 jobs, right? But it took that, right? Like it took that, right? It's the symbolisms that I'm not going to say we're the only ones that do it, but we do it to a fault.
We do. We do.
I saw people like pictures and they like this, and they like, right? But then you doing Section 8 fraud, right? Like you claiming other people's kids on taxes, right? But that one day, everybody stood and said, I'm proud to be an African-American woman. Everybody had the pearl necklaces on, right? See, everybody had the pearl necklaces on, and they sitting up there and they like, but everybody has somebody in your family. I'm talking about from your grandma. It could have been whatever, that all the praise should have been heaped on them. And that should have been your motivation. It should have been your motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like and every time I talk like that, people say, oh man, you tripping. I'm like, I'm not saying I'm a Trump supporter. I'm just saying that I'm a bigger supporter of myself, right? Like, I can't change the world, but I can change my world around me. Like, I can change, and that's a big issue too, right? Everybody tries to change the world, right? But your home life messed up. You trying to change things outside of your home, right? Like you trying to, hey, I'm donating to this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other, right? But your home is messed up. You pull up in the driveway and you got to sit in the car for 30 minutes because you don't even want to go in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just talking about, I want to heal the world. No, heal what you can control.
That's right.
Because what you can control is going to be a product. If you have kids, right, you got to instill in your kids because they're going to be the change, right? So if I instill into my kids, and then they go out into the world, right, that's my contribution to making the world a better place because I can only control what I can control. You know what I'm saying? But if all of us thought like that, we'd be good. But as I see in Atlanta, y'all smashing in cars, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
lovely. That's the wave right there.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't know?
Man, like I'm saying it like you breaking into cars, but what the heck is up with breaking in these cars? And who is still leaving their jewelry in the car?
People who want to get robbed.
Yep, and they look, they like this. Look, go ahead and take that. I'm going ahead and claim that anyway. I just don't. In Atlanta, like I went to Atlanta the first time 2 years ago, right? And I flew from California, right? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking this is this mecca of, you know what I'm saying, all about like, you know what I'm saying, is this, that, and other. And I got down there, right? And you know what I'm saying, I ain't from the South or nothing like that, right? So I'm like, I get down there and I'm like, people gonna see me and they gonna be like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? This, that, and other. I got in that airport, seen a dude walking through. I said, hey, what's up? And he looked me up and down. I said, oh, that's not the Southern way that I was told. I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe he having a bad day. You
No,
go somewhere else.
he probably wasn't from Atlanta.
Yeah, look, I went to Sylvia's. Is it Sylvia's? Is it Sylvia's?
I know what you're talking about. That's a throwback. I forgot about Sylvia's.
Look, I went there. I came in. I said, I'm supporting. Like, that's what I'm about, right? I'm supporting black people. I'm this, that, and other. Man, I got in there, man, that waitress. I wanted to say, did we go together? Like, why is you talking like she? And I'm like, what is wrong? You know what I'm saying? But I thought that me coming to this Mecca, which I thought, you know what I'm saying? And then that underline that y'all got down there, we stayed in the CNN hotel, right? I went and you know how big it is, right? So I'm like, I was kind of lost. And this dude comes to me and he worked there. And he said, what's up, bro? Like, what you looking for? And I couldn't understand him because of the dialect, right? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm like, well, man. I was like, what the heck is he saying, right? And I said, look, I'm trying to find something to eat. I'm like, I'm looking for some soul food. I just came out here from California. I'm looking for some soul food. So he thought about it for a minute. He like, you know what, man? He was like, I'm gonna be getting off soon, man. I can, you know, I said, listen, I ain't no fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So then he's like, nah, man. He's like, I can sit down, I can show you, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, well, you can just tell me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah, exactly. You don't
tell me now, right? Then this fool kept talking to me. And I had heard about I had heard about Atlanta, but I didn't know. Man, this dude told me, he said, so what you own? I said, what you mean? He said, what you know what I'm saying? What you own?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what am I own? Like, what does that mean? And he like, you get down. And I'm thinking,
wow.
I'm thinking like scrapping, right? So I'm like, I'm looking like, if I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey. And he like, okay. And then it clicked. And I said, wait, whoa. Hold on, dog. I'm like, then he said, and he was polite. He said, oh, okay, my bad, man. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. And I'm like, yo, Atlanta's really like that. like I heard, but I feel sorry for y'all females out there because y'all don't know what y'all get. Y'all might have a thug on Wednesday.
You know what's so crazy? I done received head from a couple of guys who were gay, and the head was good because they probably know what they're doing because they just put their mouths on whatever. But yeah, it's crazy, and I had to thank God I didn't get nothing.
I feel so.
And it was just people understand you can still get a disease from head.
You know what? And see, that's the thing, right? Them dudes, we went to what is it, Busy Bee or something like that too.
Busy Bee.
Man, I went there. First of all, I was just like, yo, these females just really don't care. They'll come out. You could be 250 plus. They gonna wear that halter top. They gonna wear that.
It's like living in Atlanta is expected to be like lies in hip hop. Honestly.
I mean, I was looking like, what is going on? And then, but see, my thing, right? And I said this last night.
And their friend won't let them know, like, sis, that doesn't look good.
But you know what? The level of confidence one has to have. I said this yesterday, right? The level of confidence that one has to have that you walking in the Busy Bee, like you walking in there, right? And here I am on my bike. I'm on my bike, my pedal bike. And I see you walking in and you dressed up and stuff, right? And I say, hey, come here, girl. The level of confidence that one must possess to do that. And then when you keep walking, man, forget you then. And I'm on a bike. when I see something like that, I sit back and I kind of want to just be like, that type of confidence, if you groom it the right way and you put that into a business, you're gonna be successful. Because if you can sit on the bike, right? If you can sit on a bike and holler at a chick and she getting out of an Audi and you still standing there like, so what's up? You're gonna that confidence, or if you 250 plus and you got the red braids mixed in with a little blue, you got a shirt that, I mean, you got to keep pulling down. So you knew, you know what I'm saying? That you knew, but you keep pulling it down. You got to keep doing this, that, and other. But the level of confidence to be around your 4 pretty friends, I got to tip my hat to it, right? You around your 4 beautiful friends. I can't do nothing but, you know what I'm saying? I applaud it, man. But anyways, look, we have 45 minutes. That stuff went by super fast, man. But before we go, I want you to give everybody your rundown, how they can get in contact with you and everything.
Instagram is Idolize Dynasty, IDOLIZE DYNASTY. YouTube is Kyndra Crump. Okay, KY. N as in Nancy, D as in David, R as in Rump, because I got a fat one and it's real. Okay, shout out to the women out there with Silicon Valley bodies. All right, you know, y'all are sad. Okay, so KYNDRA CRUMP. I would give y'all my Facebook information, but I don't care if we got one mutual friend in common. Delete. Okay. To all of the Africans out there, you know how you accept one friend request from African, the whole village comes. The village needs to stay where they're at.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying.
And they be typing like they talk. You think you didn't learn the dialect by reading that stuff? You
like I had one person, I'm gonna say this, you know, we can go ahead and wrap it up, but I had one guy in one of my DMs and he thought like this was like the 4th message. I asked him if he had a YouTube account. I wanted to gain an extra subscriber on my comedy channel. He said to me, he's like, yeah, I got one. And I sent it over to him. I said, you'll find that video hilarious. Where you from? He told me Nigeria. I said, oh, the motherland. How many languages do you speak? He's like, you're typing like a bot. Are you a real person? How is a bot going to type that? He's like, can I hear an audio message? So I said, look here, fool. I'm a real person. How did you not realize I'm a real person? And he's like, oh, well, my name is whatever he said. And he's like, what's your name? I'm like, my name is HNIC because I'm the head nigga in charge. Like, bro, I ain't got nothing. And you better not try to holler at me either because, like, you stupid. I don't have time for that. But all right, that is my time. Thank you so much.
Yes, man. And it's fun, man. Hopefully we can, you know what I'm saying, do this again.
Most definitely. I'm not busy. And you definitely are. And when my TV show pops off, you are definitely invited to my to the studio audience. You can not even the studio audience. You're definitely, and I want you to remember this, okay?
Okay.
My email's gonna be the same, my phone number's gonna be the same. I don't change my phone number. So you were invited. It's gonna be like a Friday segment where I got people to come out. It's gonna be the pro side versus the con side. I'll have you in a nice hotel, but still bring your bed bug spray. Okay, because even these 5-star hotels be slacking. Okay, Maria and Esmeralda are overworked and underpaid. They don't give a damn about us. Come on now, stay woke.
For real. All right, y'all. Next time.
All right.